Hello guys, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you. In the 19th century, colonial New England encouraged its towns to support free public schools funded by taxation. In the early 19th century, Massachusetts took the lead in education reform and public education with programs designed by Horace Mann that were widely emulated across the North. Teachers were specially trained in normal schools and taught the three areas: reading, writing, and arithmetic, and also history and geography. Public education was an elementary level in most places. After the Civil War in 1861 to 1865, the cities began building high schools. The South was far behind the North standards of every educational measure and gave weak support to segregated all-black schools. However, Northern philanthropy and Northern churches provided assistance to support black colleges across the South. Religious dominations across the country set up their private colleges. States opened state universities, but they were quite small until well into the 20th century. In 1823, Reverend Samuel founded the first normal school in the Columbian School in Concord, Vermont, aimed at improving the quality of beginning common school system by producing more qualified teachers. In the mid-20th century, the rapidly increase in the Catholic population led to the formation of parochial schools in the larger cities. Theologically oriented Episcopalian, Lutheran, and Jewish bodies on smaller scale set up their own parochial schools. There were debates over whether tax money could be used to support them, with the answer typically being no. From about 1876, 39 states passed a constitutional amendment to their state constitutions called Blaine Amendment, after James G. Blaine, one of the chief promoters, forbidding the use of public tax money to fund local parochial schools. States passed laws to make schooling compulsory between 1852 and 1917. They also used federal funding designated by Mulberry Land Grant Colleges Act of 1862 and 1890 to set up land grant colleges specializing in agriculture and engineering. By 1870, every state had free elementary schools, albeit only in urban areas. According to a 2018 study in the Economic Journal, states were more likely to adopt compulsory education laws during the age of mass migration in 1850 to 1914 if they hosted more European immigrants with lower exposure to civic values. Following the Reconstruction, the Tuskegee Normal and Industrial Institute was founded in 1881 as a state college. In Tuskegee, Alabama, to train colored teachers by the Booker T. Washington. In 1856 to 1915, who was himself a freed slave, his movement spread, leading many of southern states to establish small colleges for colored or Negro students entitled A and M, agriculture and mechanical, A and T, agriculture and technical, some of which later developed into state universities before 1940. There were very few black students of private schools or state colleges in the North, and almost none in the South. Responding to the many competing academic philosophies being promoted at the time, an influential working group of educators known as the Committee of 10 and established in 1892 by the National Education Association recommended that children should receive 12 years of instructions consisting of 8 years of elementary education in what were known as grammar schools, followed by 4 years in high school, freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors.